Brandon, Herb, Devontae, where are they at right now?
Brandon and Herb will be out. Devontae went through practice. He was fine, so he should be okay. Did you say Devontae?
He said Devontae.
Oh,
yeah. Might as well.
Jose is questionable, so we'll reevaluate him tomorrow, see where he is.
Well, I know it's really early in the season and you don't get any awards for this, but what does it mean to be in first place right now?
Well, we're all thankful to be in this position. We have a ton of great guys on the team that buy into what we want to accomplish. It's a good place to be early in the season, and we just want to continue to build from here.
Defensively, you guys rank near the top of the league in deflections. How do you balance wanting to be aggressive as a defense and getting in passing lanes and creating turnovers versus not being too aggressive and overextending yourself?
We want to be aggressive. It's just kind of our foundation defensively. We want to be in passing lanes. We want to get deflections. We want to be smart with how we defend and not reach as much and put guys at the teams at the foul line, but we definitely want to be aggressive with our approach.
Zion gets that on the line the last 4 games. I know sometimes we ask you about it when he doesn't use it on. What do you like about his aggressiveness?
Sorry about that.
Just these last 4 games to try to get those goals.
I think the beauty in it is like time score situation. There's moments throughout the game where we need an impact play and we put the ball in his hands and he makes the right plays for us. Sometimes that's just creating an opportunity for a teammate. Sometimes that's getting into the paint and finishing or going to the free throw line. And he's been solid at the free throw line this season.
1 year ago, Coach, you guys were last in the Western Conference. Now you're at the top. Is there any sense of accomplishment that fact alone for you?
It's just a credit to God and all the blessings that he's given us on this team. It took a lot of work for all of us to sort of climb our way out of a hole. We got healthy towards the end of the season. We made a great run, and now this is a continuation of what this team did last season. So extremely privileged and grateful and blessed to be in this position. I know it's early, but we're definitely celebrating where we are, knowing that we still have work to do.
I'm not sure what the numbers are after the game, but Jose was number 1 for you guys in deflections this year. Usually the guys at the top of that list are like 6'8", 6'9", long arm kind of guys. What makes him so good at being disruptive, on defense, consistently?
It's a part of his identity as a player. He knows that when he touches the floor, defensively, he's going to be all over the place. He plays with his heart, and it's just kind of who he is. You know what? I think it's even special that he's not 6'8", that he's able to do all the things that he does on the floor, and he's really impacted his team in a positive way.
You're going to face the Suns 3 times, I think, over the next 9 days. You're going to treat this sort of as like a small playoff series in a sense where you're going to look for maybe making more adjustments after games and during games because there's going to be another matchup?
Yeah, I think the first couple games for sure because we play them back-to-back times that we get to come in and have a game plan and then kind of reevaluate where we are after the game. And so that part of it, yes, you can look at it like a playoff series, but when the games are spread out, it's kind of hard to make quick adjustments.
So you're expecting a playoff like atmosphere tomorrow?
I am. Both teams are really good. We played these guys last season in the playoffs. They moved on, we didn't. We've been talking about it, and we look forward to the challenge.
I know everyone wants to talk about maybe the Lakers being a rivalry. You see this being a big rivalry, knowing how the playoffs went last year, back and forth, and even still everyone, even Larry saying, hey, we'd like to win this for Willie, these games.
Well, I'm appreciative of Larry's comments. Rivalries are good for the NBA. They're good for fans. It's good for sports in general. Both of our teams, we have a lot in common, a lot of relationships. We'll see if it becomes a rivalry. I don't know if it is yet, but they want to beat us, we want to beat them, and that's the bottom line.
That playoff series was emotional for you, obviously, last year. Do you think it's just always going to be that way when you see those guys, just because of the history, the relationships you have with all those guys?
For sure. I got a lot of love for the Phoenix Suns and James Jones, Monty, Mark Bryant, CP, Book. Those are, we're all brothers at the end of the day, but we understand that it's competitive. When we step in between these lines, like I said, last season we were talking, first game, second game was more text message. By the third game, it was no more talking. It was just like, roll the balls out, let's play. And we expect nothing less from each other.
Coach, I'm sure you stay regularly in touch with Monty and a lot of their guys. Have you guys already been corresponding about this upcoming, 3 games at all?
We haven't at all. We haven't talked much about basketball in the sense like that we're getting ready to play these guys. When we do talk, we talk about our families. We talk about our spiritual life and community. We'll touch on basketball a bit, but we just check in and see how things are going in life.
Willie, I guess I'm sure you get asked this quite a few times during this stretch. Guy goes out, somebody steps up, and you guys just continue doing it, continue winning games. What does it say about your team, coaching staff, and your players as a whole?
I think first and foremost, it starts with our management team, Griff, Trajan, Swin, everybody that takes part and going out and looking at players that are going to help this program. So when we lose guys to injuries because it's a part of the game, we're getting confident in our depth. And then our coaching staff and our players and our performance team, medical, we're all dedicated to continuing to help our guys get better, work on the things that you're great at, and just continue to improve. So it's a credit to everybody here that we have guys that when certain players go down, they can step in and help us right away.
Coach, you guys helped Teaspoon celebrate her birthday today. Just how much does she mean to all you guys? I mean, we've heard it before, but tell us again, maybe give us a personal glimpse into something we haven't heard before.
Yeah, I mean, she's big sister to everybody here. And from a basketball sense, she's one of the most decorated players here. Her and Swin, Hall of Famers, have done it all at every level. But even more than that, she has a big heart and great relationships with all our players, all of our staff. It's really a pleasure to learn from her and to hear her in some of our meetings, to see her work on the floor, her preparation. And we're extremely proud of the work that she's doing. But also, we want to celebrate her today on her birthday, so we're happy for her.